The Prime Minister Nabbanja has met leaders of Ugandans living and working in Rwanda as she concluded her visit in Kigali.
Kigalo? Oh yeah. Want to go? Okay.
The Association of Ugandans in Rwanda has so far registered over 7,000 Ugandans, but briefed the Prime Minister that they are facing a number of challenges there. According to Haj Issa Bogere, the chairman of the Association of Ugandans in Rwanda, many Ugandans are facing challenges ranging from work permits, lack of access loans, and heavy fines.
Chairman of Association of Ugandans in Rwanda. Obubuzibu bwe tulina wano mu Rwanda bulinga mu mbeera nga bbiri oba ssatu. Obusooka kibayita work permits. Emirimu egimu nga protocol, emirimu egimu waliwo egitakkirizibwa kubanga omuntu afuna ki work permit. Ate ng'abantu abasinga wano naddala ng'abakozi b'awaka bajja Uganda, kati omwana najja n'asanga obuzibu abazze Uganda ku booda kibanga bamukyajinga ssente oba okutya n'okukola ki okuddayo ewaka. Then ekirala ekiriwo kyabalina emmotoka nti olw'okuba nti zibadde emmotoka abannayuganda bakolera wano balina amamotoka babatandisa bagamba bakola ki bali nga bagazzaayo bagule eza wano ate nga ffe tuli wano tuli bagenyi tumanyisa nga tujja kukola ki tujja kuba tuddayo. Ensonga endala gye tusisinkana obuzibu bwayo buli mu okuba nti okwewola omuntu senga oba olina ka bizinesi ng'olina kyoyagala okuba nti otopingako ku ssaawa tufuna obuzibu. That's why twatandikawo kalinga kassako naye akeetaaga okuba nga kongerwamu abantu basobole okuba nga bakola ki beewola byebizibu ebisinga okuba bitulina wano.
Bogere says that they are happy that Uganda and Rwanda now have relationships and they are optimistic that this will help them flourish in business.
Gavumenti y'Uganda kyebazaamu ekisooka mu byonna kwe kuba nti yazzaawo enkolagana ne Rwanda. Ekyo kye kisinga mu byonna ekiraga nti byonna ebizibu ebiriwo bijja kola ki bijja kuggwa. Kye tugisaba ekirala tusenge sobola okutuboostinga netusobola nga tusobola okuba nga naffe ka PDM katutuukako kuba ffe tukola tetuzza waka kijja kuba kituyamba. Ekirala kye tujeebaza ekya okuba nti border posts zaffe zikola essaawa 24 nakyo kintu kirungi nnyo okuba nti kyakola ki kyabaawo n'enguudo nazo kati nga nnungi okuva Kampala mpaka wano nga tulina wolinyeeko ku ttaka nakyo kizaamu amaanyi. Amanya nze Haji Issa Bogere, chairman of Uganda.
However, Fred Sendaula, the speaker of the association, says that over 200 Ugandans are incarcerated in prisons in Rwanda and appealed to the government to help them out.
Several Ugandans in prison, in 14 prisons in Rwanda, and their sentences and crimes and offenses range from people who bring warrage in Rwanda, people who fight in bars, to people who are doing human trafficking and drug trafficking. And so the issue we are having right now is that issue of legal aid. Prime Minister, who bring warrage, people who fight in bars, people who do karaoke and their visas get expired, they don't have documents. So you find we have to see way of how to help them, because in Rwanda a cheapest lawyer in accordance with the law.
Dr. Andrew Seguja, a conservanist working with tourists in the countries of Uganda, Rwanda and DRC, says that Uganda needs to invest more in the tourist districts because they fetch a lot of money to the economy.
There is no water either from Kabale or from the Kisoro side going up in Windi. Honorable Minister, Windi produces over $30 million a year from gorilla permits only. If you add Emondi, if you add all the other things they do, it is kind of sad that they don't have water. In the last 5 years, we as GVTC, in our small capacity, we did a hydrological study in this area, and we are able to get funding from Germany, from Netherlands, and we did a water system for Mugahinga, Mugahinga is the side of Kisoro. That's where other gorillas are. So we managed to get 9 billion, and we have supplied water to the entire community of Windi, up to the top of the mountains, up to Congo, so that now they don't have to go into the national park where they get killed by animals and sometimes poach. This side of Windi has no water. We have what we call the GEF, the Global Environmental Facility, which gives Uganda money on a yearly basis, grants, totaling hundreds of millions of dollars. Whereas we are looking for money to help Windi, it is in the interest of government that if we provide water, for instance, already the studies are done, we have done it in Mugahinga, we can do it in Windi, so that there is water in Windi for production and also for our animals. We would like to ask the government of Uganda to help us integrate the DR Congo within the East African visa. Many of our people, especially in the tourism sector, have to pay $100 every time they cross into Congo, and sometimes more charges because Congo is a little bit unstructured. But now that they have come into East African, we ask our government to open the negotiations with DR Congo, because now you can get a visa for Uganda, Rwanda and Kenya. As East African visa, you can go to any of the 3 countries. If we add Congo, it will be a nice loop for our tour operators in Uganda, because there are many resources in Congo that they can access, but because of lack of agreements on visa, it's being very difficult.
The Deputy Ambassador of Uganda, Ambassador Margaret Kedesi, says that the relations between Uganda and Rwanda are improving day by day, and assured Ugandans that they will do all it takes to even improve the relations.
I wish to inform you, Right Honorable, that your visit has come at a very appropriate time. Relations between Uganda and Rwanda could not have been better in the recent past. We are now on a cascading slope. We are going upwards in terms of our relationship. And one of our major focus here at this office is to ensure that these relations stay good and even improve. And we all know why that is important for us. Why good relations are good. It boosts economics, it boosts our economy, it boosts our political security, it boosts our person-to-person relations. So we all strive to ensure that that is upheld.
The Prime Minister, while addressing Ugandans in Rwanda, assured them of the government commitment to develop the country with several interventions.
Our government is pursuing to realize socio-economic transformation. And in doing this, the number of strategic interventions we have planned as government. And one of them is strengthening the peace and security. Without peace, you cannot have economic activity to drive socio-economic transformation. And so we will continue to invest in peace and security to make sure that we consolidate the gains and we have achieved and stop threats of our national security.
The Prime Minister assured Ugandans in Rwanda that the government has created an enabling environment for the investment and promised to address the issues raised.
We are also, as government, facilitating investment projects which have a high return and can reduce the cost of doing business. For example, the standard gauge railway, the construction of more roads, the construction of dams like Karuma. The other day I was visiting Karuma, which is going to give us 600 megawatts to add on our grid. And we are also making sure that the transmission lines to evacuate that power and wheel it to the industries are done. We are also now focusing on irrigation schemes. The government of Uganda has said to hell with borrowing. We want to stop borrowing and depend on the retail money we get and maybe concession loans. We have a lot of hope that with concession loans, it will be easy for us to pay. We don't want to leave debts for our grandchildren to suffer with. And so we think if we get concession loans, it will be easy for us to construct these facilities at a low cost.
Ugandans running businesses in Rwanda and possessing valid visas are being prevented by the Rwanda Revenue Authority from using their personal vehicles with Ugandan number plates within the country beyond 3 months from the date of last entry. The Prime Minister earlier on in the day visited the KIGALI genocide memorial site where she called for harmonious coexistence of all mankind.